Welcome back, welcome back. Today, I would just like to talk a little bit about, I don't know, things I see like always. Give my interpretation, is what everybody likes to call it. Scientists call it body language and knowing how to read it. So, I was cruising through Instagram and I started noticing, like, some of the key things I talked to you guys about. I had to notice, you know, if a man or woman is sad, going through things, and I see it all the time. I see so many people and they pretend like they're happy. They pretend like everything in life's okay. Like it's like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I got my job. Whatever the case, because they do have things, you know, it's not like they're broke, but it's the same look on everybody's face, and the same, like, I'm good captions. Living my life one day at a time. Living my best life. All of these quotes that everybody uses. Yet none of you know the Lord. So that's how I know there's no way you're fucking completely happy. Happy, yes. But completely happy, no. Because that's where the look in your eyes come from. That smile. Alright, trick. I'll show you something. You wanna know how to see if, like, females are sad? When you go look at their pictures, do this to their mouth. Cover everything you see except just their eyes. Right? And stare at it. Look it all up in here. All up in here. See, that's where a woman's real sadness is. And they can hide it with their smiles and their boobs and their tight fucking pants and their poses like fucking Wonder Woman. But if you look in them eyes, you can see it. You can see that look of, I know there's more. And it don't cost money. Why haven't I gotten certain things in life? And men have the look too. Men, we're not ashamed of being broken by life. See, that's the glory of being a man. We have to face life straight up. We don't get the sugar-coated, no matter what, you're the man. You go, boy. Nah, we don't get that. If a man's a fucking loser, he's a loser. That's it. You don't get pats on the back. Bro, you almost did it. Nobody even, no. You should, but it doesn't really happen that much. Now, why I say this is because a lot of women are hurt. And you know how my father feels about that, right? You know who he blames for that, right? He blames the head. You. Men. Now, if this was all those years ago when we actually had control over them, then, you know, like, I would blame you too. But they're free now to make their own choices, live their own lives, not be told what to do. And they do. And that's why they lie to you, ladies. That's why they give you the ego boost. Because they know if they don't, you're not a man. You're not going to be able to face reality like we do. See, yous will crack. Yous will snap if the world revealed to you exactly what you are. And I'm not saying all women are bad. Just like all men aren't bad. But we men have to face the truth all the time. For every single thing we do, we get judged for it right away. And a man can be labeled anything in his youth. A man can be lost, hurt, crazy, and grow and overcome. But when a woman's crazy, when women are insane, do you know the definition of insanity? Is to do the same thing over and over and think you're going to get a different result. I don't know any woman in the world that doesn't want to get married. Yet you do the same thing over and over and over and wonder why you don't get married. Now, blame the scientists for me saying these things. This is what they say. Blame my father for saying it before him, for them. Like, it's to the point where we live in a world now where women are so convinced that they're happy and lying to themselves that the children suffer. I see children in photos looking sad as, like, so sad now. And it's like, it's not right. It's not fair. I remember when I was a little kid and my mom took pictures of me. I was doing like karate kicks and shit. I was fucking doing a Spider-Man pose and fucking fucking Batman and Superman poses and shit. These little kids are taking pictures like they either their fucking mothers shoot them up to be fake ass gangsters and dress them up like their father when they should be dressed up in a Spider-Man shirt like a fucking kid. Nah, he gotta have the fly shit on with the fake gold chain or the real gold chain and the shit and the Timbs and the hoodie, and he gotta do the pose and shit. You know what I mean? He gotta, like he a grown ass man or something, robbing this little nigga of his childhood, destroying his whole imagination. So he's gonna inspire to be like whatever dresses like that and think like whatever dresses like that. Now, you know, I ain't nobody. But the scientists say that ain't a good look. I see kids in photos with sad faces. Like they don't even want to be in the picture. And you moms are you're so stupid, you take the picture anyway and you put it online. Like no one, oh, I forgot. You do know people are gonna see your kids looking sad. It's a thirst trap for attention. Because you can't get a man to thirst trap off you. You gotta use the kid. It's pathetic. And I'm not saying all women do this. I don't know all women. But I sure do look and look and look and watch and read the post and watch. I'll go to the beginning of your fucking shit and go all the way up and watch your whole shit and see who you are, what you say, what you think. And then I'll look in your pictures and hold it accountable to what you say, what you hold, what you think. I see a lot of women and men talk of my father. And then I ask them questions. And you don't know the fucking answers. Don't speak of my father if you don't know him. And if you want to know him, read his book. Stop half-assing it and then write and post about how you love the Lord. The Lord's with me. I do absolutely nothing for him. I don't know his words. I can't fucking teach my children this shit. But I love him. It's pathetic. You fake cross bearers. You fake Hebrews. You fake Christians. Yous make me sick. Worse than the heathens. At least they don't know. They're broken. They got demons on them and shit. They got people trying to stop them from seeing the light. Your life's good. You got a job. You don't even go outside. The Lord blessed you. Well, you have all the time in the world to master the book. But, sit around on Instagram. Sit around on YouTube. Sit around watching your fucking TV. But you love the Lord. It's laughable. And then, all my life I've been called crazy by you people. In some form or another. Because of my level of dedication. And the willingness to tell you I will, I go hard. I do anything for the Lord. And I understand that, your faith, your works only extend until embarrassment comes. See, you people love man so much that all they gotta do is laugh at you. And you fucking turn your back on my father. All they gotta do is say, we don't want to hear that shit, Sharif. Or you're weird. You're weirdo. You're weird. You want to be good. That's how you know the world's fucked up. When you're weird for wanting to be strong. Wanting to stop evil. Getting very angry at it. So angry that you make videos. Because they shackle you. And you can't do nothing about nothing. You gotta hear women getting beat up. And because you know she's an idiot, if you go help her, what are you gonna, get stabbed, shot to death for some idiot? You women put righteous men in danger every day of your lives. And your children. But you love the Lord. Now, I know most people are gonna come to this channel and be like, oh, he talks about God and he's a whole different level. I'm not your pastor in the church. I preach like the days of the old. I live like the days of the old. Let me explain why. Because my father said, in the last days, it's going to be like the days of Noah. You know, the old days. So I believed him. And I learned about the days of Noah and how men were. Savages. Non-believers. Charlatans. Do anything for the old dinero. Pathetic. Pathetic. Now, if you think that's not now, oh well. What do they say? It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Right? I'd rather have the will to stand for what I believe in than shapeshift to whatever's there. You're shapeshifters. You're clones. You're spiritual. Do you understand my father calls you spiritual whores? I'm talking to the men too. He calls you whores. And you get mad when I say it. You wouldn't believe what he calls you. All because you won't read. All because you say you love him. Well, when I was reading the Bible, in my early days, you know, I started to believe, and I said, well, I want to do something for the Lord. Like the rest of us. All of us do this. As soon as we start believing, we're like, oh, well, I want to do something. You want to go on like a fucking holy crusade or something. You're like, I want to tell people I want to something, you know? I want to show the Lord that I love him. So I started looking up on YouTube, how does the Bible say to love the Lord? How does the Lord want to be loved? Because I couldn't find it. It's a big book. So as I began to get closer and closer to different scriptures from different people, I finally found it. And it said, fear of the Lord is the beginning of understanding. If you don't fear the Lord, you're an idiot. That's what it just said. And then it said, the only way, one way, there's only one way the Most High will allow you to love him. He won't accept anything else. Nothing less. Nothing less. And that's the law. To do the law as hard as you can. Because he knows you're not perfect. He knows he's perfect. He knows he can do the law all day easy. That's why he's the one. Did you know that? If you don't do the law, you don't love God. Thus says the Bible. Half of you don't. Women, stop. You don't dress like women. He's no pants, no makeup, none of that shit in your hair. All of it gone. You want to follow the Lord? All of that shit goes out the window right away. No more makeup. No more wearing pants. No more I'm a bad bitch. No more photos with your titties hanging out. No more none of that. No more ass shots. No more none of that. You can't love the Lord 50% for 1 week. I bet you. I'll bet you. You can't do it for 1 week. Yet you want things from him. You want eternal life. But you can't put a dress on. You can't search for a man of God. You know, so you have a husband. But you deserve a husband though, right? You know that my father made up that husband thing, right? And he said, whores and harlots and non-believers are not getting that. Just like he said to men, he will not let you have a wife. If you're a piece of shit, like you're not going to get a good wife. He said, oh, a man that findeth a good wife findeth a good thing. And that he gives all good things. So, you might have a wife, but is she good? Does she fear the Lord? Does she follow the law? Half you guys' wives' asses are out on Instagram. That ain't your wife. That's your turn. I don't know how you's even. I'm not hating. If that's what you consider what you want to live. But my wife. Oh yeah, I forgot I don't have one. Oh yeah, I forgot because my wife wouldn't do things like that. And if she did, she would erase the whole fucking profile. If she wanted to be my wife, she would change her whole life. For him and herself. All love. All praise to the Most High. Step your game up, fellas. Because you fell, they fell. Because you won't find him, they can't find him. The Bible says he only deals with the men, and the men are supposed to bring the Lord to them. Step your game up. Life ain't all about money.